decades ago, we settled on Fortuna 3. And for a while, this frontier world was paradise. We mined its vast resources in the shadow of ancient ruins. Then one day, the planet turned on us, with freak storms forcing us to evacuate the colony. With the surface lost, we set up base on Prospect Station, orbiting the deadly planet. It's where we trade, arm ourselves, gear up for the next drop. It's home. My name's Badam. I run things up here. So, you want to be a prospector?
You're goddamn right I want to be a prospector. I'm LowKey-OG, and here's my thoughts on the Cycle Frontier. From the first time of opening the Cycle Frontier, I was immediately put into this tutorial simulation. I thought this was pretty cool the way they did this, and I was really excited to get in. As soon as I was dropping in, I was really eager to get into it. If you were like me, you've seen a lot of Facebook videos or YouTube videos of this game during other beta tests. Right from when I exited my pod, I was greeted with this insane alien environment. I had no idea what to expect, but I was eager to get into it. Between Badam yapping to me the whole time and me checking out these cool guns and this new environment I'm in, I had no idea what I was doing, but let's get it. I entered a new area, and having played Tarkov before, I had no idea if there was going to be an aimbot scav waiting around the corner for me, some crazy alien monster, or what. So I just figured, screw it, tutorials are usually easy, let's push in, let's figure out what's happening. And then I found some striders. Badam told me to pop them, so guess what I did? I popped them. Pretty self-explanatory. The gun felt great. I haven't used this KBR since, but I love blasting those striders right there. And then Badam proceeded to tell me about mining some stuff. So I pulled out my scanner, scanned the surrounding area looking for whatever minerals it was that Badam wanted to teach me how to mine, and went after it. But I wasn't eager to do it, because if you're like me, and you played New World during its release and you were in a race to max everything out like I was, I am sick of busting up rocks. But if you're not a nerd like me, then this will be pretty enjoyable for you. I sped this up because quite frankly I'm sick of it. And after that, Badam told me that I had to go evac. He gave me a point, so I started heading that way, and I had a good time shooting a couple striders here and there and running around feeling real paranoid that I was going to get jumped by some monsters. Between silence, the subtle sound of rain falling down upon me, and monster growls, I was on edge the whole time. I called in my ship. I headed for the stairs, trying to get out of there. I was greeted by a couple more monster boys, so had to pop some domies. Can't be letting them flank me when I'm trying to evac. I was really enjoying this KBR rifle. It hit super hard, and I wanted to use it again, but I didn't grind it out enough to get it back, but I'm going to once the game fully releases. Badam dropped the ship on me, so I hopped on, and I was trying to get out of there. I was kind of sketched out at first. I thought more monsters were coming, but it ended up not being nothing too crazy. I really enjoyed this mystery of the cycle, because I knew it wasn't going to be here forever as soon as I got used to it. Just like Tarkov, it went from spookiness and mystery, to rage from getting jumped, to joy from doing the jumping. And that's exactly what happened. From losing fights when I snuck up on a dude but he's juiced out of his mind, to other times where someone tried to sneak up on me, but he ain't gonna catch me sleeping, boy. And there was a lot of PvP moments just like this. I didn't put a lot of that in this video because I'll release more content like that when the game fully releases. But this is Prospect Station. I really liked this place, the neon lights and the cyberpunk vibe. It was really cool. From the quick shop, allowing you to buy a lot of cheap guns, cheap parts, ammo, consumables, tools, attachments, everything, that I found myself there a lot because I'd go in and get wiped to buy some juice squad, you know what I'm saying? To the gear printer, which is like a crafting table in other games. Right here you can craft anything that you can buy and more. You can acquire better recipes to craft, you know, green, blue, all the different tiers of armor, weapons, and consumables and mods, everything else like that. There's also a repair tab right here. You can repair everything when some juicy boys try to jump you, but you end up wiping them. This is where you can repair all your stuff that got damaged. There are 3 separate factions on Prospect Station. Badam tells you about all of them when you first visit them. This is Korolev. From what I got from it, they are like the industry Russian type dudes that power Prospect Station for everybody. A lot of their weapons are like have this industrial theme. I thought it was pretty cool. Next up was Osiris. These are like the high-tech researcher nerds. A lot of their missions had to do with like researching plants and other things like that. And all of their weapons seem super high-tech, and they're different than any other weapons from any other faction. And then we had ICA, the Independent Civilian Advisory. Their whole thing is they're trying to keep everyone alive on Prospect Station. They gave off the vibe of for the people, by the people. These were the people that I spent most time on because I liked the way their weapons looked and the way they felt. Next up was your personal quarters. This place seems really cool. It's really similar to the hideout in Tarkov. I didn't spend a lot of time in this. To be honest, by the time this beta finished, it looks just like it did in this video when I first started. You can upgrade a lot of things, earn a lot of money. It's very similar to the hideout in Tarkov. And like I said, I didn't put a lot of time into this, but when this game fully releases, I'm excited to put a lot of grinding into it, max everything out, and come kick it in here. And it looks like a cool place to sit back, pop some coldies, eat pizza, never clean the table, and watch prospectors do cooler stuff than you. I don't know. And when I was done exploring Prospect Station, Batum had me go talk to him, and he gave me a whole bunch of starter loot, and then I was able to equip some gear and get out and explore Fortuna 3. Now, in the first beta test that I played beforehand, it only had one map, and that was Bright Sands. They just added this to this beta test, Crescent Falls, which is hard difficulty. I never played it. I got my cheeks clapped enough on Bright Sands. But either way, just so you guys know, they have a gear salvage and standard insurance system. They'll either try to go retrieve your items for you or pay you out for it. I never used it, so I can't really comment or tell you how it works. Every time I found myself dropping into Fortuna 3, I never got bored once. Granted, that might change when the game fully releases and I start getting sweaty with every map, knowing every inch of it. I hope it doesn't, but honestly, I never got bored. You'll have so many different experiences with PvE and PvP like me. That's why I never got accustomed to anything. But these different biomes here allowed me to always feel like it was a fresh run and I'm exploring new areas, and it really helped me out while I was doing my looting and shooting. I really didn't come across many bugs while I was playing this game, which is shocking for a new game nowadays, especially one in beta. But mantling seemed a little odd and clunky to me. Some things that looked like I shouldn't be able to mantle, I could, and some things that looked like I should, I couldn't. And it was really frustrating, but I ended up figuring it out. As you can see here, I was able to maneuver this environment really well to where I can climb up, get a better point of view, get the high ground. The only big bug I came across was while I was mining with one of my buddies, and out of nowhere, I just flew up into the sky really high, floated there for a minute, came back down, and all was well. Here's a clip of it from my stream. I don't know why, but the audio's bugged and you can only hear me. Bro, I'm 100 miles in the sky right now. I'm gonna fall down and splat. This game, oh my god, dude. What? Your guess is as good as mine, but either way, I had a great time playing this game. PvE was just as fun as PvP. I found myself many times killing striders just like this with my knife because I heard shooting next to me and I didn't want to alert enemies. But there were also times like this where I had a mission to kill blast sticks, so I went loud and proud, and you'll see the best of both worlds. Now, as you'll see here, I wanted to let you guys know that the storms on Fortuna 3 are no joke. So what happens is an evac ship will not come during a storm. It'll let you know 5 minutes ahead of time, and once the storm is here, you have to wait it out if you want to evac. The good thing is there's no time limit, so you don't have to worry about losing all your stuff. You just have to wait out the storm. But right here, I seen the rain, I seen the darkness, I heard the crazy thunder sounds. I figured it'd be a good time to go out and hunt. Go out, you know, it would muffle my footsteps so I could sneak up on fools and maybe go dump some fools and go loot all their stuff. But it turned out the storms are a little too crazy, so I ended up having to work my way back to the building because Zeus himself was trying to strike me down for being a salty, toxic player. I guess it's karma, or I guess that's just how storms are on Fortuna 3. Look at me booking it back to the building that I started in because I'm about to die. But if you're anything like me and you catch yourself in a storm, you just gotta find shelter and you gotta find it fast. Find a building, wait out the storm, the sun will come, and when it comes, go to your extract point, call your evac ship, and you'll be good to get the hell out of there. Now when you die or safely evac from Fortuna 3, you'll be greeted with a screen like this. It'll show you your loot, how much it's worth, and the progress of all your missions. The screen I really like is this one. This shows you how much damage you dealt and how much damage you received. So you can really see how well you did or how bad you did. But what's really cool about this is that proximity call out. That shows that those footsteps you swear you heard and you told your boys in Discord but they didn't believe you, this will show up right here. Someone tried to sneak up on you, but you put the jukes on them and you were able to get away and safely evac. So if you guys like this video, can you please do me a favor? Can you like, subscribe, and hit the bell so that way you guys can get notified when I make more videos. It's free. You can always change your mind later if you decide to. But I really appreciate you guys watching this video. I stream pretty much every day but Tuesday on Twitch. You guys can find me here. I'll put the link up also down in the description. I appreciate it so much, guys. I'm LowKey-OG, and I wish you guys nothing but successful evacs. Unless you are the guys that are camping evacs, being rats, scumbag losers, killing me when I'm trying to leave, you guys can get